Hello and welcome. I'm Sylvia from My Kitchen Creations. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. On today's episode, we're making a creamy garlic shrimp with spinach and gnocchi. This recipe is so easy to make. It's only 30 minutes and it's full of flavor. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. First, we're going to mince our garlic. Next, we're going to mince our onion. So I am just removing our sun-dried tomatoes and we are going to place them on the cutting board and we are going to give them a rough chop. After removing your sun-dried tomatoes from the bottle, we are going to keep the extra oil that's in here and I'll show you what to do with it later on. Just like so. Now go ahead and set this aside. Here are my shrimp. They are extra large and I am using about 48 pieces of shrimp and I'm going to keep half with the tail on and the other half without the tail. And the reason I'm keeping the tail on is because I want this dish to have some of that shrimp flavor. Now what we're going to do is season our shrimp with some seasoned salt, Italian seasoning, black pepper, and paprika. Go ahead and give that a good mix. Just like so. So we want our shrimp to have a nice texture on the outside, so I am going to add some cornstarch. Now go ahead and give that a good mix. Just like so. Over medium heat in a large skillet, we are going to add our sun-dried tomatoes oil, and this is extra virgin olive oil, so this is perfect for this dish. That's why I did not want to throw it out. We're just going to cook our shrimp in it. And we're just going to cook these on both sides until they have a nice color, so about 2 to 3 minutes. After your shrimp are cooked on both sides, go ahead and remove them and place them on a platter. After removing our shrimp, we're going to add our onions. Now we are going to saute our onions for about 10 minutes. I am going to add a little bit of oil, and this is olive oil. After 10 minutes, go in with your minced garlic, and we're going to saute for another minute. After a minute, go in with your sun-dried tomatoes. Give that a stir. And we are going to saute this for another 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, go in with your baby spinach. And your chicken broth. After adding in your spinach, we're going to season with some smoked paprika, black pepper, seasoned salt. Now give that a mix. We're going to allow this to come to a simmer for about 5 minutes. Now after this had come to a simmer, we are going to add our heavy whipping cream. Give that a stir. After giving this a stir, we are going to allow this to come to a simmer, and after that we are going to taste it to make sure that it doesn't need any additional seasoning. Now we are going to cook our gnocchi. Just follow the instructions that you have on your package. And I'm going to cook them for about 5 to 6 minutes or until they float to the top. After 6 minutes, this is how it's looking. This looks great. So now go ahead and turn off the heat and drain the water. In a skillet, I am adding some olive oil. I'm going to allow this to heat up and I'm going to add my gnocchi to it. And I'm only doing this because I want this to have a nice texture before adding it to my creamy sauce. And we're just frying this for about 5 to 6 minutes. So as you can see, this is more mushy. So by frying them, it will give them a nice texture. And this should be ready to transfer into our sauce. Trust the process. Do not skip this part. After 6 minutes, go ahead and transfer it. And give it a mix. And make sure you taste your food to see if it needs any additional seasoning. I did taste mine and it tastes perfect. And this should take us to the end of this recipe. Hello guys, so my creamy garlic shrimp with spinach and gnocchi is ready. take a look. Doesn't it look amazing? And guys, I've been tasting this throughout the cooking process and it is absolutely delish. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Make this recipe, you will not be disappointed. This is how delicious it is. And thank you so much for cooking with me today, and I'll catch you guys later.